Hey everyone, Try here. I know it's been a while since we did a video log update for our patrons, but we want to keep more in touch with you guys and give you a heads up of what you can expect from us in the near future, or maybe give you some extra information about sort of behind the scenes of the episode we just finished, or it might just be sort of something completely different, like it is in this case. You can see on my monitor/TV here that I just finished editing the Conquer Live and Reloaded episode. Hopefully you've seen that by now. I've been wanting to continue that, what I call Rare After Nintendo series, for quite some time. You can see I recently got an Xbox 360, so that'll let me move on to Cameo and all of those Xbox 360 games. Very interested to see how those pan out. But anyway, things have been kind of crazy. You might remember a few months ago we did a blog post to everyone on Patreon that we were hoping to settle into this 3 videos per month schedule. And as you may have noticed, we have not quite settled into that in the way that we had hoped. I still feel like that is our ideal schedule, but it's just been difficult. And, you know, I know we did monthly second half of last year, and we decided that's definitely too much. 3 per month is the sweet spot. But right now, we feel like we've done our job if we release a video every other weekend. Today's Sunday. We like to release on Fridays when possible, but, you know, we get done what we get done. And we're not going to overwork ourselves and do all-nighters like we did last year. But anyway, another part of our goals are 1 RGB episode per month, and you may have noticed that unfortunately we fell short of that in April. And part of that is just because the GameCube episode was like double the length of most RGB episodes, and was so challenging and had so many things to look into. But we're in the process of getting what we need to do 3 really exciting topics in the coming months. One, for example, the SCART Switchers episode. See right here, I need to still get hooked up, but this is the new G-SCART over here. And that is going to be awesome, and we're going to look at other SCART switchers and RGB switchers. And we're working on FrameMeister alternatives as well as Game Boy. So there's actually a lot in the pipeline for RGB right now. So yeah, sorry about April, but it'll come. What's kind of going on with us that has made it so that we're not quite ready to settle into the 3 per month? Corey, for example, his wife just got a full-time job, which leaves him with some extra dad responsibilities at home, which has had some challenges, but he's adjusting to it well and finding more and more time to work on his episodes. And as for me, I am working on some very promising freelance work that, if it pans out the way that it's looking like it could, I could have very stable and reliable freelance work doing real estate walkthroughs, and that would actually hopefully allow me to quit the so-called day job, and that will give me the flexibility to work on my life and gaming more, which is what I've wanted to do for years. And, you know, I can balance, how much work I put into one or the other. Obviously, as you can imagine, my life in gaming is a far cry from being able to be a reliable full-time income for us. And, you know, hopefully maybe someday. But for now, what I'm doing is trying to make it so that I can balance freelance work and my life in gaming and get by with the 2 of them. And right now, my life in gaming is going to be an extremely small part of that, but it's my hope that maybe it can become a large contributor to my overall income. But I want to show you something cool that I bought for these freelance real estate walkthroughs I'm doing right now. This is called a gimbal. It's sort of, think of it like a Steadicam. If you know the basics of what a Steadicam does, it uses weights to sort of balance the camera and counteract the operator's movements. This is a motorized stabilizer. That's what a gimbal is. And I can, I can do pans like this, or tilts like this, but otherwise, it's trying to mostly minimize my involuntary or voluntary movements, which, as you can imagine, I'm doing a bit of a sloppy job right now, but as you can imagine, that's very useful for real estate and architectural photography. It lets me be very mobile and move around and, give the illusion of not making it seem like someone's not holding the camera when I do it well. So anyway, yeah, this, it wasn't cheap, but hopefully it will pay for itself soon enough. But sort of a cool bonus, we'll get to use it for My Life in Gaming. And whoa, it's bright in this room. Yeah, so I can, when we hit 20,000 subscribers, which should happen sometime in May, we're going to go into production with a sort of behind the scenes video. It's going to be kind of like a setup walkthrough, but it's going to be kind of like, how do we use our setups for producing the show? And so this thing is going to be a lot of fun to use for that episode, and also other episodes. We've got some tentative plans for maybe visiting some game developers and doing studio tours and that kind of thing. It's going to be awesome for that. So there will be benefit for this equivalent to My Life in Gaming, in addition to just the extra time that I should have to work on it. If hey, fingers crossed, this whole thing works out. So anyway, sorry that this is kind of aimless ramble, but hopefully that gives you all a good idea of where we are, and hopefully in, come June, July, we'll be doing some more complex episodes again. I specifically chose Conquer here because I knew it was going to be a bit of an easier episode, and I kind of needed that right now. So, yeah, look forward to more RGB in the coming months, and look forward to more just general game episodes and tips and tweaks. So we've got lots of ideas for those in the works right now too. So it's going to be fun times. It's going to be challenging for all of us, but we're really excited about the future. Everything we're doing right now is done with, first and foremost, the idea of growing My Life in Gaming in mind. So thank you so much for your support. You really encourage us, and we're so excited to share our life in gaming with you. So look forward to an episode from Corey in about 2 weeks and another video log. We'll see you then.